I hate my internet. Hello. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, how are you? I hope some of you are here. How are you, Molly?
I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. There's so much to talk about,
Girl, there's a lot to talk about. There's like, where do we even begin?
I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked because I'm like we're both mothers, right?
Mhm.
Knock
Yeah.
on wood, knock on wood. I mean, my
Yeah.
son, I don't know if I told you, Henrik cracked his foot playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming here, but as a mother, you want to protect. I wish it had been my foot, but can you imagine? Okay, knock on wood, of course. I don't even want to think about it, Molly. But can you imagine? She lost her son.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
talking about Pat Tillman here, guys. By the way, um, she lost. I mean, I can't even think about that. It gives me, you know how it is, Molly, because I mean, we're both moms,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, how dare she defend her son's memory?
It's like, how dare you question the fact that Prince Harry is getting the award? It is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting what the Sussex squad are doing. Like, just, it's the Sussex squad and it's bots. That's what it is. It's bots and the Sussex squad, which are a bunch of bullies that are attacking this mother of a veteran who lost his life serving his country. And like, a part of me believes that there's more to the story about how he lost his life and stuff, but we won't get into that. But the fact that these degenerates think that it's okay to call Mary Tillman a racist for
Oh,
questioning
that
why Prince.
you're gonna have to up there because I've been at the farm and I haven't. You can see I'm giving like on everything because I haven't been on here, but they're calling Asleen. They're calling her a racist, Molly.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my god, I'm gonna need drinks after this.
Yeah, they were calling her a racist, and they were also saying, hold on a second. Let me take a look. I have it, I have it screenshotted.
But I have your what's, I have your Twitter, your X thing.
Mhm. No, no, no. I have it in my phone. That's the thing. So
Oh,
one person says, no one cares what Pat Tillman's mother thinks. ESPN's opinion is all that matters. I put that in my video from yesterday because I was pissed off about this too. And then someone else said that worse, the post quotes Mary Tillman speaking to the Daily Mail, the news site Prince Harry successfully sued. She became a tool of the British tabloid media. They will use anyone to reach their targets. Too bad Mary Tillman didn't get it. And then this one is from Team Sussex Democrat says, can you believe this? I just read in the New York Post that Mary Tillman isn't happy that Harry is getting her son's namesake award. I smell a touch of jealousy. Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of messages that now Mary Tillman is having to deal with.
so you know what? I was thinking about that because I did a video on Monday, but I couldn't post it because I was in like I thought, surely I'm gonna, but my internet is crap. I mean, I yesterday, I think yesterday or on when was I on yesterday I did the Royal News Flash, and I was trying to send Andy a clip for like a minute clip.
Mhm.
It took almost 40 minutes for him to get it through WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So the video I did on Monday, I posted it on Tuesday. But I am glad because I risked my life. I said I staked my life that I'm pretty sure that the Tillman Foundation is gonna back ESPN. And I said I'm gonna eat my words, but thankfully I didn't have to eat my bloody words, because
Mhm.
I mean, what do you think of Marie Tillman Shenton with her husband? I mean, and did you see that? Beth sent to me that out of $5.1 million that they got on donations, 74.3% is for wages.
Yeah, of course. Those foundations, quote unquote, are like that. And I have no disrespect towards Pat Tillman's widow or anything,
So,
but she's gotten married, she's gotten remarried, and now she's put her husband on the board. So for, like, in my mind, it's like, okay, this is just a cash grab for you guys now at this point.
it is.
You guys are only using Pat Tillman's memory to line your own pockets. That's all it is. You're not actually honoring his memory.
No, I agree, because and the only reason why she's keeping the Tillman last name, she's Tillman
For the
Shenton,
clout. Yeah, it's for
is
the clout.
for.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
That's
use that too, Molly?
yeah,
Like, okay,
money symbol.
just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just for the money. Yeah. I think a lot of people use that. That's like the
I didn't
international
know, because
symbol.
I'm 55, and I don't know if people do that anymore. I am so,
Girl,
like
my
today's the
own
phone.
dad does
I
that.
still do this. I still do this. Call me,
Yeah,
because
my dad does all that.
thank you so very much. I
Yeah.
could be your mom. You're so
Girl, I
pretty.
mean, it's
I would be honored to be your mom, because you're that pretty.
you're too
By the
kind.
way, I just
Too
we
kind.
want to ask you, how's Monster? We saw some pictures of Monster. How is Monster doing?
He's doing well. He's recovering. I gotta talk to the doctor on what is it, the 9th, just for like a post-operation like checkup type thing.
Mhm.
I mean, his bruises are going away. He's been humping his toys,
Oh
so
my
I
God,
guess
bless
he
him,
must.
bless his soul.
But you know what? He's still limping. He's still limping around on his leg. He wants to play and stuff, but I still have to keep him like in a small area so he doesn't move around too much, right? But he's doing well. He's recovering really well. He's been taking his medicine. I'm looking for his cone right now because just as we're talking, the sneaky little bugger has run under the chair and is like licking his back leg. So I got to throw his cone on. So you might hear him start growling.
I don't know, Luis, Paula, 136 people waiting in the other live. What other live? This is the only one I have.
I
I
don't know
don't.
what's going on, but I had to go out of YouTube completely and go back in so I could get into the live because for some odd reason it wasn't coming up, like it wasn't showing. So I don't know if some people have to like go out and then
Come
come back
back
in.
in.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah, YouTube has been acting up today
Yeah,
where
yeah. Oh, I couldn't. I couldn't post my video. I was trying to upload a video earlier on. I couldn't upload it.
yeah.
So it says try it again, try again. Server. It gave me a message with a server and
Mhm.
something like that, and I just couldn't. So Monster's doing fine, but like you told me you didn't have to wash him for 10 weeks. That's a long time.
Well, because of his stitches and stuff. She said the surgeon said that I can't wash him for 10 weeks. And then from there on, we can go. Hold on. I'm just going to stick his cone on. So you
Of
might hear
course.
him start.
Ginger Gritzis is saying, did I miss something? The Markles are meeting the royals. I haven't heard any of that. No, I think that Mr. Markle wants to meet with King Charles, which is a different story than that. You know, that's a
Huh?
different story. Ginger Gritzis is saying, did I miss
You,
something? The Markles are meeting the royals.
do you ever notice how every time like Harry and Meghan get into some shit, the Markles come out into the news?
I was gonna say that, Molly. I was gonna, you know what? I am so thankful. You and I think
Oh,
like
sorry.
we're both disgustingly thinking alike. Have you noticed that when the shit hits the fans against Harry and Meghan, they always pop up in the news?
Yeah, like Thomas Markle is back in the news asking to see his daughter and he wants a picture. I'm sorry, monster. Hold on.
Oh, listen to him.
I'm sorry. Hold on, Paula. Sorry.
What is that sound?
I know. I know. I'm sorry. I
He's
know.
not happy. He's such an unhappy little man. Oh
So
my God.
okay. You're done. Done.
He's really a little monster.
You can see there's a reason why I named him Monster. That's the
You know what?
cone.
I have to say, I'm very proud. City, I had her fixed.
Hmm.
You know that they have the stitches. I bought her the cone. I didn't have to. She didn't use it at all. But today I just came, Molly, from getting her nails cut. You would think that they're murdering her. I can't be with her in the room because I get anxious, right? And
Yeah.
if she sees me, she gets anxious because she's a wimp. But that you could hear her, and the doctor said he never heard shouting like that in his life. And I mean, and he's a vet. That's embarrassing, But no, but
It's just like my friend has a pug. And I don't know if you've seen the videos online of some pugs when they get their nails clipped, it sound like "Wah, wah, wah, wah," like screaming and I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny.
yeah, I have to admit, City has to lose 9 pounds, and she's a Dachshund.
Mm.
She has to lose 9. I hate it, but no, it's for her own good. She really has to lose weight. So I'm going to stop feeding her 4 or 5 times, and she's only going to eat twice a day,
Mhm.
because I know it's my fault. I actually looked at the vet straight in the face and I said, I don't know why she's so overweight. And he looked at me, as like, really? You don't know why
Oh,
she's
I see
overweight?
what's happening.
What?
Okay. So you have 2 lives set up on your channel, and okay, hold on. Let me just put a message.
Can you fix it? Well, what do you mean I have 2 live set up? I only
Well,
have
go to your channel.
Okay. You see, guys, this is why I don't like technology. So I go to my channel. How do I get to my channel? Okay, I'm here. Wait, I go to my channel here.
And then like go to YouTube.
Where do I
And
go?
then when you
Here.
go under live, you'll see
View your
that you
channel.
have 2 live streams
Yeah.
for today set up.
Oh, the Criminal Prince. That's the one on the 27th. Oh,
No, 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 no,
sorry.
no, no, no. You have one set up for today with my photo, with my MM and
That was
POV
supposed to
thing.
be for next week. I am
Yeah,
so
but you have it for July 3rd. So you got to go and edit that to next week's date. You have it for today. So people are waiting in that live,
eh,
wondering where
eh,
you are.
I apologize so very much. It's not for today. It's for the 10th. That's because I'm a moron. There you go.
Well, I just put in the chat there that sorry, Paula fucked up.
There you go. That's the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it. Mary, thanks so very much. You know what? I hate technology. I really do. I really do. I really hate technology. You know that I opened my Spanish channel, Molly, right?
Yeah.
I
Hold
had
on. I'm
people
just I'm just letting them know that what's going on. Hold on.
thank you
I'm
so
just
very
letting
much.
them know that you meant to put next week's day. There you go. Live in 6 days. There you go. Okay,
Yes.
so now everyone should be going to the other
Here.
chat.
Yeah.
Here we
But
go.
yes, but you also have it live on your channel. You have it live on your channel, right?
No, I didn't have the time to set it up for today, so I don't have it live on my channel. We
You're
go.
not helping.
I'm sorry.
You
I
have to
you
go
know,
live
my
on your
my
channel.
little one,
We need some more.
my little one is on summer break, okay? I'm trying to do it all.
Oh,
All right, Jesus.
and
Look, everyone's made it over.
how was your little guy when Monster came back?
Pardon?
How was your little guy when Monster came
Oh, he
back?
was fine. He was fine. Look, little man handled it way better than I did. Handled it way better than I did. Like I had to hold it together, and then when my little one went to sleep, I started crying.
Oh, I know you told me. I was like, oh my God,
Because when I was there speaking to the vet, my little one came with me to drop him off. He's like, "Mommy, mommy, I want to come." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'll take you out of school that day and we'll have like an adventure day together."
oh, he's
So
so
I
cute,
took him
by the
out
way.
of school and he came with me to drop him off, and he handled it totally way better than I did. Way better.
And I was gonna say, can you, because I'm very confused about something. You know that Pidine and I have hired a CPA, right?
Mhm.
To go through everything. I didn't know this. Did you know? Well, yeah, I'm sure you do, probably because I'm a moron. But did you know that, for example, the Archwell Foundation, they have assigned a code, right?
Mhm.
Like they for accounting purposes, you can go and punch that code, and then that foundation will come up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the CPA, there's a lot more than Fidelity that have donated, other companies that have donated, because you know that when these companies donate, they put the code of the charity. So that gets reported, right?
Some people don't know what CPA is. You want to tell them what a CPA is?
It's a certified public accountant.
Isn't it chartered public accountant?
Certified. I mean, charter too. I
I
mean,
would probably say chart. I don't know, whatever the
charter
hell.
in Canada is charter, because one of my friends, she works for an aerospace company, and she's a charter public accountant. But in my friend in Florida, she's a CPA. She says I'm a certified
Oh, okay.
accountant, but I don't know. But it's
Basically,
a CPA,
same
so
shit,
somebody
different
who
farm.
is certified. You can be an accountant, but these people they're above. Like they have like, for example, if you need to go to the bank and get a loan, they will ask you for a CPA to do projections and stuff like that, and it has to be from a CPA with a seal and everything, right? So we're doing that. We're the CPA is saying, because you know that when he puts that code, immediately a bunch of companies who have donated pop up,
Yeah.
right? And this person is checking what they report,
Okay.
and it doesn't match. It's a lot more.
Well, if you look at like what they receive from other companies and other foundations and what they claim doesn't match up in their reports. They're hiding money. They're skimming money off the top and hiding it and thinking that, oh, no one will do anything because I'm Meghan Markle. I'm married to Prince Harry.
But okay, but one of the I have to ask you. I'm probably I'm gonna talk about a stupid question, but the IRS is serious shit. The IRS don't muck about because you know this is one of the things that I was really upset about, because when you go to the Justice Department, it says that when a company is delinquent or a charity is delinquent, and they have to send the records, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it takes 30 to 90 days for them to remove them from the delinquent site, because of course they have to go through everything and they have to compare these people, because they also do have, like, okay, this is your charity number in the accounting world. When they put it up against it, it's okay, where is all this money? Even if they have to deposit that money, right? Because, for example, let's give an example of the company we know, Fidelity, right?
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
were. This is what I want you to clarify to me, because I haven't had a chance to check that up, Molly, to tell you the truth. Um, so they donated in 2022. Have they posted the 2022? Um, because they hadn't. The only one that they had in the tax returns were the 2021. They hadn't submitted the 2022 nor 2023.
Yeah, they haven't submitted those yet.
So they haven't submitted the 2022.
No.
So they're
I
still
haven't seen
delinquent.
I haven't seen 2022 records anywhere yet.
So they're still delinquent
Basically, I would think so.
because they got an extension. Because when I
Mhm.
called the justice thing, and the guy told me they got an extension. They got an extension to hand in the 2022, and they were supposed to hand it in by April 2024, along with the 2023. So they did get an extension. And the reason why they got an automatic letter saying they're delinquent and they automatically were put in the list of delinquent is because when they didn't receive any, the system automatically issues that, It's not
Yeah.
something that somebody's sitting there. No, it's programmed. So, okay, this and this and that, we haven't received that. All they have to do is put it in their computers. And because they hadn't put it, the letter gets printed out and sent.
Mhm. Mhm.
So as far as we know, we don't know if they've asked for an extension.
I have no idea. I haven't even searched any Archwell
So
documents
I have to call
recently.
them again then, I guess. I
Mhm.
have to call, because you can call, guys. By the way, I left the number that I called. And then, it's the Justice Department, the guy that Gavin Newsom trashed.
Mhm.
And you
What
called
about him?
their office. You call their office. You call the Justice Department office. They're the ones that handle the charities.
Mhm.
And you ask him, listen, I need to talk about the Archwell Foundation. Can you please tell me if they're up to date, because they're a public charity, so you are entitled to
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
This is not a private company, so any of you can call.
See, Harry and Meghan were trying to be sneaky by putting foundation in the name of the Archwell, like, business name. Like, they're calling it the Archwell Foundation. So people think it's a foundation, but then when you really look at their documents, then you'll see, oh, they're a public charity. Do you understand what I'm
No,
saying?
no, I know.
Well,
We
they're
talked
always
about it.
playing games. They're always trying to be sneaky. They're always trying to get one under someone. That's how they are. They're two frauds. And we need to keep in mind that despite all this backlash that is going on with the Pat Tillman Award, we need to remind everyone the only reason this has come up is so that Harry can hide the fact that he destroyed evidence in his court case. This is what we need to keep at the top of the media, like, to keep everyone's eyes on this. Harry lied. Meghan lied to the high courts. Harry lied to the high courts. And this same liar is receiving a hero's award.
That is so disgusting,
It's disgusting.
But Mrs. Tillman said it well. She said that he deserted his country by
Mhm.
renounce his. And the thing is, people don't understand. If you're a traitor once, you're a traitor twice, three times. If he doesn't show loyalty to his own nation, to his own thing, then do you think he's going to show values to the U.S.?
He doesn't even
Did you say
respect
that
his
the
own
U.S. was polite?
father. He doesn't even respect his own father. Okay, he used to clown. Remember when he was in the military during his short stints? I know people want to say, "Oh, Harry completed 10 years in the military." He did not complete 10 years in the military. He just did 2 short stints and that's it. I don't know why people keep saying he's been in the military for 10 years. He wasn't in the military for 10 years. Maybe
But you know,
scratching
that's
his
the
ass
image
and
they
everything,
put.
but
That's
no.
the image they put, Molly. I showed you the
It's
clip where he
all
said that
lies.
coming to he loves it's fun. It's fun to go to Afghanistan, you know, and we play games with the Gurkhas and they have excellent curry. I have never to this day. And I do lives with Matt the Angry Bootnik. He's done 5 tours. And my friend, my one of my dearest friends, 2 of her boys, well, I call them boys, they're like in their 30s. But you know, you know what I mean when I say boys. I
Yeah.
don't mean to diminish their manhood. But the 2 boys, I look at them as boys because I saw them babies, you know, and they're Marines. I can tell you that no, at least the ones that I know, would think, oh my God, I'm going to go to Afghanistan because the curry is great and we get to play great games.
Yeah,
No,
nobody thinks of that. Nobody would say that. Nobody would say that, but Harry is a different case. Harry is like a special case, right?
no,
I
it's
I mean,
disgusting. It's disgusting. And then you know what, Molly? And I want your opinion on this.
can I just read this out first?
Please go for it.
Can I just read this out first? Okay. This is what Harry wrote. This is Harry's own words. Okay. I had to get back to work. I was mid control. Couldn't tell the typhoon to please hold on a moment. Yes, yes, darling boy, back to work. He drove off. As he went down the track, I told the typhoon, new target, gray Audi, headed southeast from my position down track towards a silver barn orientated east west. The typhoon tracked paw, did a low pass over him, almost shattering the windows of his Audi, but ultimately spared him on my orders. It went on to blow a silver barn to smithereens. That's Harry talking about wanting to take out his own father in his book, and he recorded it in audio too. If Harry doesn't have respect for his own family, he's got no respect for anyone. That's why he's desecrating Pat Tillman's name by trying to hide the fact that he's a devious asshole because he was hiding and destroying evidence in the high courts. Had it been any one of us, normal peasants, pulling the type of shenanigans that they were pulling, that Harry and Meghan have pulled in the high courts, we would have been in contempt of court. We could have been fined. We could even be jailed. But nothing happens to these two, right? Harry has to write a letter to the judge giving him an explanation why he's destroyed evidence. Are you kidding?
Well,
Nobody else is
hello,
going to
Andrew.
talk about.
Hello, Andrew. No,
Hi,
exactly.
Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Hi, Andrew. Sorry.
Oh,
No
hello. So, what
problem.
do you think of all of this, gorgeous? How are you? By the way, I'm gonna send me
Um,
your PayPal because we need to post your PayPal and stuff. We need to help Andrew while he's doing
yeah,
he's
the
with this.
PayPal is AG Media 99. Not
Okay,
that hard. That
Molly, can you
one's
send it to my WhatsApp so I can post it here?
It's
okay.
easy.
Um,
But
yeah.
what do you think of all of
Megan
that?
Cole? You have to remember that's not his father. He's a Pembroke. Anyways, yeah, that's the thing is it's I think that this man, we have said that before, he hates his family because he's, and I'll still die on this hill. I believe it's because he knows deep down inside he's not going to be king. And it's even more hilarious because if you look at Prince Andrew and everything that he's done, he's never done anything like this because I think Andrew was able to accept the fact, okay, I'm not going to be king, so I'm going to go and do a bunch of disgusting, nasty shit. But this man can't accept that. He can't accept that he's not going to be king, so he wants to try and destroy what he can't be the head of.
Yeah, but I mean, what you know, like I was talking to Molly, we're moms, and you're a father too.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if a falling one of your kids? And you know what's even terrible? You know what's even worse? That they're vilifying the mother. She thought she had been done. She was done with fighting for her son's memory because she went through an ordeal, right, guys? If I'm correct,
Yeah.
with her
Yeah.
son, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Because she wasn't getting the truth about how her son passed away. She was getting the runaround. So she went in front of Congress a couple times and wanted the truth about her son.
But what happened? Like, can you tell us?
Let me look into it.
Who, Pat Tillman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was friendly fire.
That's what they say, but I
Yeah,
think
well, that was the official
yeah.
thing. Like the official thing was.
What people are saying is that Pat was about to blow the lid off of shady dealings that was going on within his platoon, and they're saying that others basically in his team basically took him out because they didn't want him to rat on them.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding? So how is that a friendly fire?
Well, no,
that's
friendly fire was the official thing from them. And I mean, that's tough to even for me to believe that I'm pretty sure it happens, but that's tough for me to believe, especially after someone like she said, like Megan Small said, the woman had to find out and they didn't want to tell her, which is pretty obvious that the government was hiding something.
But that's there. But can you imagine that having gone through all of that hell, because apparently this lady went through hell with that. And then now she has to fight because they're associating her son's bravery, lack of, this is a guy who could have been sitting pretty. And like I said in my video, he didn't have a regiment of Gurkhas looking after him along with his on top of his private, like bodyguards,
Yeah.
eating curry, playing games and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah, it was to me there was talk about how the people at the Tillman Foundation, they're connected to, of course, connected to ESPN, but then this whole thing about ESPN and people that work there, and then connected to people at Archwell, and connected to these two morons, and there's connections everywhere here, and also Serena Williams, obviously, but this has nothing to do with merit. That's number one. Like, this man does not merit this award. He doesn't deserve it. He did, and for them to even say, well, he's getting it because of his involvement with the Invictus Games. I mean, that's just a slap in the face, official narrative, and we all know that. So I think that when it comes to this, how do you put it? I want to say he bought it. I want to say he bought it, but I don't know if we can actually say that money changed hands. But I think the connections got it for him. That's basically what I would say. The connections got it for him.
but what do you think there? You know what? And I talked about it in my video on Monday video. I said that the reason why because they brought this Pat Tillman Award after the whole news broke with him, the evidence in courts.
Uh-huh.
Then suddenly we have the Pat Tillman, and everybody's outraged and everything.
Yeah, well,
What
that
do you
was the point. That was really the point. To cover it was so they could cover the destroying documents, destroying evidence, or destroying the stuff from the lawsuit. So I do think that you're looking at something where everything was planned. We also heard that the announcement wasn't even supposed to be made at that time. I believe Molly said that, and it's not surprising. And that's the problem here. Like, when this all happened, when I saw the announcement, I was like, "What? He's getting an award for Pat Tillman?" That was surprising. But then once you see the connections, then once you see the people that are involved, then once you see that what is her name, Maria Tillman, or the guy's ex-wife? Yeah, the guy. No, not the mother. The mother. She
No,
came out.
Marie is the wife, the
Yeah,
widow's name. Mary is the mother's name.
yeah, see, that's the thing. Mary, they said they were trying to say that she has no right to be upset because she has no input in it. Well, unfortunately, from what she said, they used to tell her about the award winners previous to this, and they didn't tell her about this one.
Well, this was a whole pay for play thing because I think it was the Royal Grift who basically went back into Archewell's records and pulled up that Archewell had made a $250,000 donation to Team Rubicon, which is with Jake Woods. And now today, Jake Woods, who received the Pat Tillman Award in 2018, is on TMZ today talking about how Harry does deserve the award for everything that he's done. That's because they gave them money, right? This is pay for play. This is how it works. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. We gave you this donation, so go on TMZ and say how much of an incredible individual that I am and I deserve the award. When we all know the truth about Harry. This is why we need to keep bringing up the truth about Harry. Keep posting the videos of him like getting drunk at camp. How about in Spare, which I mentioned in my video last night, where Harry said that he would get taken off the base when they would do surprise drug tests, so he wouldn't have to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, but when I say paid for the award, like we know that there was literally that Living Legends of Aviation, that's a donation based thing. And I don't remember what the number was back then because that was so long ago back in January. It was something like 35,000 or 350,000 or something like that. But that was literally him buying an award. Now this one, the thing you're talking about, yes, I do agree because that Jake character is a previous winner, and he did come out days ago to do that. But then he was also, like you said, on TMZ again today, and that is right there. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But as far as money changing hands, the way it did for Living Legends, I want to say, and I want to be able to scream it from the rooftops, but I don't think there was any money changing hands directly between Harry and, ESPN or Harry and Disney. I think that when it comes to that Jake guy, I mean, of course, yeah, these people they'll speak for that kind of money, and that's even worse. That guy should be ashamed that even something like that would come out.
I was gonna say, that JP Morgan is one of the main donors, along with ESPN and NFL. Remember when Harry did that surprise visit to hand that NFL award after his father announced he was sick with cancer, where Harry flew just for like a cup to meet with the king with like half an hour and then flew back to Vegas?
Yeah.
He presented that NFL award. So we have NFL, we have JP Morgan, NBC, and the SBS, ESPN, and we know that Bob Iger or Disney own ESPN.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What do
And
you think
that's
is going
why.
to happen with the mom guys, though? What do you think is going to happen with the mom?
Nothing. They're just going to override whatever she says and just go ahead with whatever they want to do. All we can do is things like boycott whatever Serena Williams is doing, whatever ESPN has their hands in afterwards. That's all we can do. But they've really shown their asses here. That's it, right? They've shown their asses.
You know what, Molly? People are going to have to watch it next week because that's when that's supposed to happen. I mean, they're going to have to watch it, whatever they post, because if they post clips from that ESPN, the ESPY Awards, they'll copyright that shit.
Yeah, so we can't use any of that in the videos. Like, you can't use any clips or anything. You can only use like photo stills and stuff like that.
Well, and another thing, I do know for a fact, I have very good information that this event is going to be highly controlled because of all the backlash. So they're only allowing certain people in it, and they have to sign some stuff they already done.
Let's take a guess here. How many security guards will Harry and Meghan have in a room full of athletes and multimillionaires who are worth more than those two dimwits?
Shoot, I think the guy's such a coward. He's not even going to do it in person. He's a little bitch. He's probably going to do it on a Zoom.
Oh, no, he's going with Meghan.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I've heard that as well, but I think the same way he did with he's accepted different ones. There was that other one he accepted where he looked like he was sitting in an Olive Garden, and then he was talking to some people that had won awards. But when it comes to that, like, we're gonna hear what are we gonna hear if they don't go and he does it over Zoom? They didn't want to show up because the real reason was because there wasn't enough security. Or if they do go, I do agree with Molly. They're going to have dudes probably in the next two rows behind them.
They're going to have at least 6 guards with them, just looking stupid. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 2 as lookout.
And I still don't understand this issue. I mean, it's not like this man has had any viable threats on his life. It's so ridiculous.
The only threat is Meghan Markle that he has in his life, and he doesn't even notice, because that's amazing about that hard drive, that encrypted hard drive found in Montecito Mansion. That they couldn't find it for years, and suddenly popped up there. What is really interesting here is, why was Harry having access to that information that is incredibly classified, that is even, that he should, and he was passing it on to the writer, that even the writer was surprised he gave him that information.
Because
That
Harry is a moron. There you go. Because Harry is an idiot who doesn't know when to shut his mouth. Harry literally has a case of verbal diarrhea. He tells his whole family's secrets. The idiot allowed Omid Scobie to write about private and secret areas within the homes and the castles that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
I mean, in Finding Freedom, in the first book, we learned how many steps it took to get to William and Catherine's front door, how many stairs there are who memorizes that kind of shit? This is why, I always say, I would never allow Meghan Markle near anything of mine. She's sticky fingered, and only a psycho would memorize that kind of details to know how many steps it takes to get to your front door, to have a plastic faced moron to stick it in his book later.
But I got to ask you both guys, they know that there's a huge backlash. Do you think that they feel embarrassed, or this entitles them? Go, both of you. You can just rant on it. I want to know, because I would be embarrassed, and I would have declined this a long time ago. I would have said, I'm sorry. No. But what do you guys think? Do you think they feel ashamed at all? Or do you think they feel outraged at people? How dare they?
I mean,
I don't.
personally, I think they don't give a shit. I mean, because they even came out in the statement 2 days ago, and it said, yes, maybe people might not agree with all the with all the award people, with all the award winners, and that is basically saying we don't give a shit if you care or not. So for them to come out and say that in a public statement, they're basically telling the public, well, just go F yourselves. We chose them anyway. Yeah. And as far as this is what I said on Monday with Molly on the live is, what would even bringing this man do? Was the idea from the head producers at the ESPYs, is it something along the lines of, oh, well, we're going to get Prince Harry and then that'll get more British people to watch? No. The guy's not popular, and the person that they're giving the award to is actually infamous and very unpopular. So you would think by giving that person an award, it would actually draw people away from the ceremony, but now with all of this backlash, in some sense, we all know that in media, the more that people talk about it, the better. So in some sense, they probably like the backlash because it has people talking about the ESPY Awards that wouldn't normally be talking about it.
How about you, Molly? What do you think?
Sorry, I was washing dishes.
Wow, you're in the kitchen? So progressive.
I'm in the kitchen, yeah, where I belong.
I did not say that. I did not say that. So if they try to clip this shit, did not say that.
Who said this? And I'm going to even go back and rewrite it and put your voice in it.
How dare you?
I honestly, to Harry, it doesn't matter. He doesn't give a shit, because I think the people that they are surrounded with are yes men, right? So they're probably telling him, oh, Harry, this is fine. Everyone loves you. They want you to get this award. And they always are coddled from the actual news of what's going on. It's until when Harry gets to the event, until he gets smacked in the face with a flying tomato, I don't think he'll ever realize how much of an idiot he looks like by accepting these awards. He looks dumb. Give the awards to the Warrior Games, where Harry stole his idea from.
He's actually running out of countries because I believe at least this is my perception. I am very patriotic, guys, when it comes to the veterans. You guys know I may joke about a lot of things, but I don't joke about veterans and stuff like that. I have the deepest respect for all of them, except that moron because he's not a real soldier. Um, but it's like I think it's gonna be very hated. I mean, you know what I mean? Because he is. You know how you corner yourself into places? I really think he's getting himself out of all of this because people are going to hate him. Look at this. ESPN is showing the Warrior Games 2024. They couldn't choose anybody from this.
Yeah.
Not even just that, but they couldn't pick an American veteran who has given so much of themselves that this award would help them tremendously. But instead, they give it to a drug-addled, dim-witted jerk-off who has said how much he hates his own country. He literally left his country, shat all over everyone who supported him. Like, that is not the oath of a soldier, right? That's like putting Harry's name and the word soldier or veteran in the same sentence is a disgrace because Harry doesn't embody the values that a veteran has. Oh.
And if anything, Invictus Games is a competition, indirect competition with the US Warrior Games.
Mm-hmm.
Because Invictus Game was supposed to be for British soldiers. Like, for example, the Warrior Games are like, look at these veterans. They're not fucking around here. I mean, these are proper vets. You know, I'm not saying that the ones in the UK, but I think that 10,000 vets walked out on the Invictus Games, right?
Girl, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with the Invictus Games if I was a vet. I've been telling people, like, the veterans that are dumping their money into the Invictus Games, just go and play in the Paralympics or something, because you'll get better recognition there. These veterans that have to go to the Invictus Games pay for their own way, pay for their accommodation, pay for every single thing that they need to get to these games. Whereas Harry and Meghan are getting a free ride. I would have more respect for the Invictus Games if they at least paid for all of the accommodations of those participants who were playing in those games. I would have at least, but they're not doing anything. How has this games have been serving the veterans? They haven't. Harry has been making money off of them by selling the content to Netflix, by selling the content to ABC, Good Morning America, to People Magazine, Town and Country. They make money off of all of this. Have the veterans and participants or Invictus Games, have they seen a donation from Harry with all the money that he's been making off of them? No, nothing at all. If he was doing something like that, I would have a little bit of respect for him, but he's not. So how is Harry actually helping the veterans? He isn't.
It's just about looking like you're helping. Remember that.
Yeah. It's turned into the Meghan Markle show and her fake Nigerian heritage. I mean, how much money did they fundraise, or what kind of attention did they bring to the Invictus Games from doing that stupid trip to Nigeria? Nothing. Invictus Games didn't even post anything about it on their pages. Nothing about it.
And you know, it's funny you say that, because Invictus Games didn't even post the fact that they're going to build that whole. It's like a, what is it? Not a stadium.
Stadium thing down there.
Yeah, I saw a story. I don't remember where I saw it, but there was a story of one of the designers of it showing it off.
Yeah.
And it's like a facility, and then they have outdoors, and then they have a whole thing. And what that is that's very simple. They got that to be commissioned, that entire facility with all of the outdoor stuff, with all the fields and everything. And who's all that money going to go to? It's going to be kickbacks. It's going to go to all of their friends that are in construction, and then they're going to get a kickback from that. This is all about corruption and kickbacks and money and connections. It's rich people shit. Straight up. The easiest thing to notice in the world.
Yeah, and ESPN, instead of promoting the Warrior Games, I go because the Warrior Games is a US grown thing and they're literally doing this. They don't have as much visibility as Harry because of his position within the royal family. Instead of promoting them here, They're promoting an international thing, and you know what I mean? Even this guy could have gotten the Pat Tillman Award, this gentleman right here. They are competing. It's like promoting a German brand rather than the Ford, your car, whatever it is. It doesn't make any sense because they already have the Warrior Games on ESPN. I mean, and Invicta sucks because it's become like a money-making machine for Harry and Meghan Markle. That's all there is to it. It is. I mean, I find it. I think it's disgusting. But what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that I know that Pat Tillman's mom has been berated and attacked, which is to me it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And has Marie Tillman said anything about it? Has she come other than ESPN putting that statement saying that they granted the award with the full backing of Pat Tillman Foundation, and that the mother doesn't have any say in her own son's thing? She has always been informed, apparently, because even Page 6 came out and said, you know what? But she's always been told, except this time. I mean, what do you guys think?
It's all a disgrace. It's all a disgrace. It's all trash. Honestly, the whole meaning of the award loses its value. I mean, just look at all the past recipients of the Pat Tillman Award. People that have achieved more than we could ever imagine. Like, these folks go above and beyond. And then you have Harry, a person who has
as a matter of fact, he's the first celebrity. He's the first celebrity to win, literally. That's why this is such a big deal, because there has never been someone that didn't serve. Yeah, okay, fine. He fake served in his little bunker with a PlayStation, but he's literally like the first person that's in the celebrity sphere to ever win this award. And that's why it's so obvious. It's a farce. And it's, as much as I want to say it's paid off, but it's because of his stupid
connection. It is in a way. It is in a way.
I mean, yeah, it is in a way paid off. It is.
It is not. This is just because it's a favor. It doesn't mean a favor. If I do this for you, you do this for me. That is a kind of a trade. It is.
Oh no, I'm talking about like money changed hands, and that's why I ran that shit into the ground for the living legends. For the living legends of aviation, there was money that changed hands for that award directly. But when it comes to this, I mean, this, and also you have to remember something, Paula, that ESPN, they're that hardcore lefty woke type shit like Meghan and Harry just as well. They're all in that same elite circle.
What can we do? Do you remember Budweiser when they did that Bud Light thing with Dylan Mulvaney and it went to shit? Everybody boycotted, like everything. And Budweiser had to take it down. Do you think that they will care, or do you think they're going to double down, because how is that? How is it? Did I hear correctly, Molly, that they put a disclaimer on the petition?
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did.
It's the first time they've done that. And
I mean, what do you have to hide? What are you so afraid of?
I think that was straight up all these Sussex Squad people that went and reported that.
Yeah. But doing that has just brought more attention onto the petition.
It's over 50,000 now.
Mm-hmm.
Really, but where is it? Because I remember I saw it somewhere with a disclaimer, but I know you had it. Didn't you have it with a disclaimer? Look at this disgusting. Oh, look.
I think it's a little bit lower.
Lower, right? Because it has a disclaimer.
Yeah. I can send it to you.
No. You can post it in there, and then I'll show it on your page, Molly, if you have it. Because now I know how to do that. So, and you know how to do that. I can't find it. Oh, look how excited! I laughed so hard with that picture.
I'm surprised that didn't get taken down.
Thank you. Jesus. Thank you. Haven't you seen this one?
My eyes.
I can find it, but they put a disclaimer on that one. I know that they put a disclaimer. This is him with the evidence, and you touched upon something like that. If it had been anybody who destroyed evidence, the judge wouldn't be asking for a letter. You would be thrown in contempt, and this case would be dismissed. Period.
Yeah, everything would get thrown out right there. Like, you would be fucked royally, but not this guy. Meghan lied to the high courts, and she got to say, "Oops, I forgot."
The judges misremembered.
I misremembered.
I mean, I but why did GoFundMe go along and put that note on it? From what I remember, they said that the information was not right.
No, they said users. They said users have let them know that some of that information is contested, which means that they were contacted by the Sussex Squad and the users of on the change.org thing. That's
There
straight
you
up
go.
all that
It
means.
says we have received flags from our users that the facts in
Yeah.
this petition may be contested. You should consider researching this issue before signing. I sent you the link, Paula, so you can see it in real
Oh,
time.
yeah, thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
that was straight up Sussex Squad right there. Some other
oh,
people have tried to
okay,
claim
thank you.
that was like from the top or something. Come on,
Ooh,
actually read the
oh,
damn thing
the
first before you
F's
say that.
they're so disgusting. Look at that. We have received flags from our users that the facts in this petition may be contested. You should consider researching this before signing. I already signed. I mean, pop supporter voices. Is this Yankee Wally?
No.
Okay.
Wow, that's rude. Ugh.
I don't know. So, but why do they have that? Why do they have that thing?
Because that means it was reported by the Sussex Squad. I mean,
Well, I'm
when it
just
says the
interested. What
users,
is it that is wrong? Because they said that the
nothing. It's just they reported it just to do it. They just wanted to be able to fight back against they wanted to fight back against the actual petition itself. That's all.
okay, it says here. I just want to see Prince Harry, while a former military officer, has been
Barely.
involved, toy soldier, has been involved in controversies that call into question his suitability to receive an honor of this magnitude. He has faced accusations of endangering his squadron by publicly revealing military kills. My God. Can you read the rest? I have a hard time reading because I'm dyslexic. Can any of you read it? Because I have a hard time reading.
Well, I can't even read it on my screen.
Oh God, okay. Pat Tillman's story has touched my life deeply. His patriotism, loyalty, and ultimate sacrifice for his military squad are undeniably remarkable. As such, the Pat Tillman Award should be representative of his values and should honor someone who, like Tillman, has shown unwavering dedication to their squad and country. Ergo, I find ESPN's decision to award Prince Harry with the Pat Tillman Award at the ESPYs disconcerting. Prince Harry, while a former military officer, has been involved in controversies that call into question his suitability to receive an honor of this magnitude. He has faced accusations of endangering his squadron by publicly revealing military kills. The prince also allegedly targeted his own father, Prince Charles, during a flyover. More recently, his role in the Invictus Games, a platform meant to celebrate the resilience and dedication of veterans, has been criticized as self-centered. In contrast, Pat Tillman exemplified duty, honor, and sacrifice. He gave up his successful NFL career to serve his country after the 9/11 attacks and tragically lost his life during his service. Awarding this honor to someone who does not reflect the award's intent diminishes its values and disrespects Tillman's memory. By signing this petition, you express your commitment to the principles that Pat Tillman stood for and send a clear message to ESPN to reconsider their choice of the award recipient. Anyways, yes.
I mean, it's not wrong. What is wrong with these facts? Those are true.
It's true, but you know what it is? How dare anyone have an opinion and criticize Harry, even Mary Tillman herself? That's what it is. Harry and Meghan can go around criticizing everyone and complaining about everything. But if anyone ever criticizes Harry, then we are racists. This is what the Sussex Squad is sending around. And this shows that obviously Jake Wood and Prince Harry have connections together because back in April 2016, they built a school in Nepal. Now, this was The same, you will remember, Harry complained, I think it was during the Oprah interview or one of those, that he didn't want to be in Nepal helping the people after the earthquake because he had anxiety. He was upset. He didn't want to be there. After these, so many people, I think over 30,000 people died because of that earthquake in Nepal. And Prince Harry was complaining that he had to go out there and help. And he was forced by his family to go out there and help. Yeah.
The more we hear about this guy, the more I realize how much the royal family has covered up for him. And the more I understand why he paired up with that D-list unemployed mattress actress who thinks that couch casting is a sport. Because your partner reflects who you are. That's just my very humble opinion. I mean, what do you guys think? Because people were blaming Meghan Markle right, left, and center. But given everything that we know, do you think is that a victim still, like Molly and Andrew?
Who?
Harry. Like people are saying, I think that
Oh
that
no, I changed my opinion on that like in 2023. I used to think that he was too stupid to understand what was going on, but then as time passed, the one that got me, I don't know if you remember, there was this photo outside of the court when he showed up to court, and I think it was around this time last year. He showed up to court and he was smiling when all of the paparazzi and all the media were there, and I saw his face and I was like, "Oh, okay." And he was smiling at all of them, and that was right. It was like around the beginning of my time in this. And I used to believe the bullshit about him being afraid of the media. And I was like, oh, okay, this guy's an idiot. He's a little P word. He's a coward. He's afraid because he's a little girl. And then I saw that and I saw how happy and just glowing he was that all of these people were taking his picture outside of the court. And that's when I knew it. This guy's totally in on it. And ever since then, I mean, he is still a moron, but, he's just not smart.
This is the article, Molly, that the one that is that
Yeah, that's the exact one. And he was actually complaining about it during his sit down during the Me You Can't See. Now, Harry had told Queen Elizabeth, there was an article about this, that the Me You Can't See was going to be a film about him helping veterans. Remember, he lied.
I remember
to the Queen, saying that it was based around the military and the veterans and their mental health and just helping them out. And what did it turn out to be? A sit down with Oprah where he said that the Queen and the way that Prince Philip probably raised Charles ended up being his genetic pain, remember? And this is where he complained that he was forced to go to Nepal, that he was forced by his family to be a yes man and go there and put on a happy face and help out. And yet the Sussex Squad are trying to say like, oh, this man, look, he went to Nepal and helped. See, this is what we need to do. Whatever the Sussex Squad puts out, we need to bring out an article, be like, bam, this is what Harry said. Bitch.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, but the thing is that I believe that Harry, I mean, is Meghan still with WME?
I don't know. I've been hearing rumors that she's been dropped.
Because Pete Dina and I
she's still with that side. She's still with that side company. The one for speakers.
Oh, but no. But I mean, WME still have Harry Walker. They've both been signed up since 2020. But remember that in 2022 or 2023, in April, that Ari Emanuel, they had her on their main page saying that Ari Emanuel personally was going to be representing her, and she did that photo shoot and everything, because P. Dinah also called. It wasn't just me. We both called, and the girl couldn't find her, and we called again, and then they put us through another guy. I mean, they couldn't give us information, because if somebody's in your roster, they would say, yeah, of course she's here. We can put you through to the person who's handling her, right? That's how you book people. So if they can't find her in your system, in the computer places or in their files. But Pidina also called, and she did a video about that too. And the guy didn't know anything about her. But I've been hearing rumors that they've dropped her.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they dropped her ass a long time ago. I really don't need proof of that. I already know it. She's worthless. But with that. The actual thing, it's tough because I know that people want it to be concrete or for her to be like on the website or something. I think she was dropped a long ass time ago, and they just didn't tell anyone.
That's what Auntie said, that they would
Hmm.
quietly get rid of her and there wouldn't be any
Yeah.
big announcement. Like they made a big announcement that the Duchess was signed, but they wouldn't make a big announcement when they dropped her ass.
Hmm. I mean, that's
And
the only way they can. That's the only way they can do it.
but do you think, Molly? I mean, what is this? What can this? You know this, Andrew, right? You guys know. I think you guys know this. That she applied for American Riviera Orchard to trademark that name, right? She never applied for ARO. So that means that in all the products, and she trademarked, she has for like, I think it was 310 products. Now, after 15 months, she has to go back and pay X amount of money per item. And she has to show proof that she has produced and sold those items. If not, they drop them from her license. I know because I had to do that with my fruit, so I had to be very specific. Okay, how are you going to put it, which presentation and everything. And then when you go back and renew, you get a code. You get it renewed, then you show the invoices, you show, how many clients and blah, blah, blah. But if you're trading, you put the invoices because they can see that your company has movement. But if she doesn't, then after 15 months, she hasn't produced anything, right?
Nope. No, she's all about making the big announcements with no follow through.
I'm still here on this opinion. Who the hell's gonna buy any of that shit? I don't understand. And no, I'm being serious when I say that. Like, I could understand with someone that is a celebrity. Just name a celebrity, random one, right? And then they open their own little brand. Okay, well, that random celebrity, let's say they have done movies and let's say they have done TV shows. Well, they're gonna have a little group of fans. Because are you going to try and tell me that the Sussex squad is going to be buying $30 jam or however much they said it was going to be? I heard that it was going to be over 100, and I know she would charge some bullshit like that. But okay, fine. Outside of her little fake army online, right? Outside of them, those psychotic people, who is supposed to buy this? I genuinely have no idea. I really don't.
I mean, but I really, I don't know even what to say sometimes when it comes to this too, because what really bothers me about the whole situation. First, that they're using the royal titles. And I saw an interview with Andrew Gold and Andrew Lowney. He's a very respected author and he's a historian and he's got these books coming out, right? And Andrew Lowney was talking about how the royal family hide information, how they made it difficult. You know that he spent almost £500,000 trying to get information because they sued him for information that should have been public, how they bury everything, right? And I was thinking, we're never going to see, because they came right out and said we're never going to see the bullying report, right? They said that it's never going to see the light of day.
Press for so many years.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
They said that they're never going to see the light of day. That is done, right? So even if it's with money, because all these employees that Meghan Markle allegedly bullied,
everything became
for who's that? Is that you, Molly?
That was me. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I hear that stupid fucking voice.
I was looking for a clip to post on my Twitter, and it was just.
You can post it here. What is it? What is he talking about?
I'm just gonna post it right now. Hold on, give me a second.
I can't stand his voice.
He always talks as if he has cocaine in his nose from last night.
It probably does.
That's probably what it is.
It probably does.
It's like, hey man, breathe through your nose, you friggin' moron.
20s, late 20s.
And he looks sinister, doesn't he?
He's evil, man. He's evil.
Evil Knievel.
He's the type of kid that you should have spanked when he was younger. He's the type of kid that would have benefited from a couple good whips across the ass with a belt like we've done.
Have you ever seen this?
Yeah, we know all about those.
We know about these. I mean, these are very popular here. He would have benefited from a few of these.
Yeah, I had a few of those thrown at my head.
Yeah, and always with direct contact too. You could
Yeah.
be as far away and you could be running and you'll still get hit pop right in the head with it.
They're
With
like
a boomerang.
heat-seeking missiles.
But
See,
Harry
Harry could have
he should have
benefited from
benefited. He
that.
would have benefited from both, you know.
He could have. He definitely could have. I think the fact that he never has been whacked a couple times, like he's had bodyguards. That guy from what was his name? Taylor Hawkins even said, remember when Harry slapped him across the face?
And it was a hard
Remember?
slap. It wasn't
Then
a
his
very
guards stepped forward and stopped it. Harry could benefit from getting his lights knocked out a couple times, I think.
Harry would come up to you, smack you, Molly, and smack me in the face, and we can't hit him back.
Well, I think that
No,
could be an
JP,
aspect.
If Harry ever like smacked me in the face, he would get one right in the balls.
No, but you know what I mean with the bodyguards, because then you would be
Yeah.
arrested for
No,
defending
well,
yourself.
did you not hear what I just said?
Yeah,
The
but he
bodyguards
doesn't
may
have any
step
balls.
forward because they think you're going to hit him with your fist. That's why I said you knee him in the crotch.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't even think anyone can get close to that man. Like, remember when they were in Austin for South by Southwest and I was going to
Yeah.
go over there? I don't even think you'd be able to get close to him. I think that he's one of those idiots when they're celebrities. They don't even mingle with the people. They just walk through the event and there's fucking dudes around them and they don't allow people to get close. And the only thing you'd be able to do is if you saw him in public, you just yell, Harry, you're a little bitch. That's all you'd be able to do. And then he would turn and cry and he would tell the security guards, oh, get that guy out of here. He called me a bitch. Well, you are a bitch.
Trauma. I'm going back to Apple. That means you can't see. I can just see him. But you know, it's too bad they don't allow you to bring a megaphone. Is that how you call it? Megaphone? Or the thing where a megaphone? Because, oh my God. Can you imagine? I'm loud to begin with, but can you imagine me with a megaphone around that idiot? You know,
you know what I want to know? Will Marcus be there?
He's always there. He's always there. He's always there. Marcus is always there. Marcus Anderson.
Harry can carry their handbags and their drinks.
No, I'm serious.
The thing for me is that I think that one thing about Meghan Markle is that she doesn't go somewhere when it's not about her. And we can look at that from the past. And that's one of the issues. That's one of the reasons I'm having a hard time believing that she's going to be there. Because if you look at the living legends of aviation, she didn't go because it wasn't about her. And if you look at the NFL Honors Gala where he gave that award, she didn't go because she didn't even go like to at least support him, maybe even be in the hotel or something. The dude went by himself.
She did go to the gala in New York.
Yeah, and then now this is going to be about him getting an award. So that's why if you look at the past, if the past is any kind of hint at what's going to happen, she's not going to go because it's not about her. Now I know people don't want to hear that. We want to see her with her ugly, expensive clothes at this gala, and that would be hilarious. But you have to think about her vanity and you have to think about her ego. If she's not the one in the spotlight, unless she's going to be like that woman we saw with the tennis player, right, Molly, where she's literally trying to claw his ass.
But she does make everything. Remember, she did go to Dusseldorf and then she went to Vancouver, and it wasn't about her, but she made it about her. And she is going to go to this one because this is a much higher profile. Because she doesn't remember, she went to that Navy SEAL Foundation thing that they opened that little gym. And she parked herself right in front of her and everybody with those chip nails and everything. And this one is Serena Williams is coming over to hand over that award.
Yeah.
This is a much higher profile. She didn't think that aviation, and I believe that she was in Jamaica when that aviation thing. I don't think she was sick with the kids at home, with the sick kids at home. I think she was already in Jamaica.
Yeah, I think she's just so egotistical that if it's not about her, she doesn't want to be there. That's truly what I think.
Yeah. What do you think, Molly?
Sorry, I was dealing with my little one. Sorry, so I didn't even hear what you guys were talking about.
Well, we're talking about whether she's going to show up at the ESPN thing. And Andrew says that she doesn't like to show up to things that are not about her. But I said to him, but she showed up to Dusseldorf. She showed up to Vancouver. She showed up to that gala. And this is high profile.
Yeah, she'll show up. There's going to be sports people there. She's going to try and put some eyes on them, try and act like she can pick up another man there. Who knows? She's going to scope the area. Who
That
knows?
is gross. And is it true that Omid Scobie is writing a book, guys? Did you guys hear that?
I
Yeah,
heard about something about it. Yeah,
yeah.
but
That was like 3 months ago. He's gonna write a fiction book about a
No, no,
woman
no,
that
it's
used
not
to.
a fiction book. He's apparently writing a book about the face of the royals. Nobody can see. Nobody knows, only him. Like behind the scenes with the royals, something like that.
What? Where's that from?
yeah, let's see him try. He'll probably get blocked instantly.
Yeah, but he's writing a book. I think he's in debt, isn't he, Molly? He didn't make much money.
No, not much at all. I think we made more as YouTubers than he did.
Where'd you hear that, Paula?
Well, he's in California, and he's been
We had
pitching the.
posted his tax returns and stuff like from his Miu company, and it showed that he had only made like $3,000, something
No, no, no.
like
Where
that.
did you hear about him writing another book?
Oh, because he's been
Oh,
going around doing he's been trying to sell the idea of a behind the scenes with the royals. It's something like behind the curtains, or he's trying to give it, like, of course, a very stupid name, like Finding Freedom, like Endgame. It's like, it's like the title that he's trying to give it, the idea that he pitched is like, when you draw the curtains and nobody can see what's behind the curtains. That's kind of the title he's pitching, because apparently he has all the inside information about that. So he wants to talk about how I don't know, but he's pitching that he wants to talk about how he gets his info without divulging his sources. I mean, we all know that his sources were Harry and Meghan, but how how the ins and outs of how to get royal information behind the curtains of the royals that nobody can see, like basically to expose the royals. I wonder if that's going to be Harry and Meghan as well. But he's pitching that idea around Hollywood, so that's going to be very interesting to see if he does get a book, because he's in debt. This guy, he
Was that
didn't make it.
announced though? Where was that announced in the
Let's
press?
go, but no, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. You're going to see
Oh, okay.
within within a week. You're going to see that starting to come out, because he is writing a book, but it's not about fiction. It's about his experiences as a royal reporter behind the scenes, like, because that's all he has to offer. What else is he going to write about? Because I
No,
was thinking,
there was the announcement that he was going to write a book, and it's going to be fiction because he's ruined his career so hard. And the fiction book was going to be about a woman that worked at the White House, and then she went to go work at Buckingham Palace. It's going to be like Devil Wears Prada meets the royal family.
yeah. Well, we're going to see, because I think he's a little bit angry. Do you think that Meghan Markle has dropped him?
Well, he hasn't posted about her. That's for damn sure.
I don't know, because he's blocked me. Molly, do you have a way to
I'm
has
watching
he
him.
blocked
I'm
you?
watching him from my spy account.
How do you have spy accounts? I can't even make that happen.
Yeah. I got like 5 phones over here. Hey man, these people took me down. They demonetized me, so I used the little money that I had left, and I went to go buy like 5 or 6 phones.
That's awesome. But we're gonna keep, by the way, guys. I've been posting Andrew's PayPal, and I also posted his GoFundMe page. Okay, so you guys can go help. Let's keep him going, because he needs to keep going. But I mean, did you see this? And because Molly, thankfully, you put this out there, which I'm very grateful for. The how the expenses for Megan this is Invictus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the top one is the total gross income. You can also go, I think I put the link for their site too. The total gross income, and then what they have spent in expenses. And you can literally see how it's doubled. But I got to run here, Paula. I got to go.
Okay, no, we're gonna get
Oh,
going.
you can keep going.
I have to get going. No, I have to get going because I have to go to the farm. But guys, I want to thank you, Molly, and I want to thank Andrew. We're gonna see you next Wednesday. When do you have your next live, guys? You have your next live. When do you have it?
We might have it Friday night, but there's that hurricane coming.
Friday. The thing is that Friday and Andrew is on hurricane watch. So hopefully the hurricane will bypass Andrew and he can make it. If he can't, then it might be me and someone special. I don't know, but I'll figure it out, and I'll put notice out to let people know.
Okay, do that, guys. On Friday, and then we have, of course, the Royal Mass, guys. So we'll see you next Wednesday. Go watch Molly and Andrew or her special guest on Friday night. But also, we'll see you at the Royal Mass on Friday, guys. So thank you very much for coming, beautiful people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. Always, please, let's go support each other. I'm always grateful that you're here. But yeah, go check the Invictus thing. I will leave the Invictus. Did she leave it here? Let me see, guys. I'm going to leave the Invictus here, that link, so you can go and you can ask questions of the Invictus Games people for this. Check out the link. I just left it here. And you can go ask, because it is a public charity, so you can ask him to explain why there's this expenditure has increased by a hell of a lot since Meghan Markle came into that. And I want to thank you guys for the super chats and the PayPal donations. Thank you very much, guys, and you have a wonderful day.